Welcome to part 4 of our visit with the crazy chicken lady. Today we're going to talk mostly about one thing, and that's roosters. There are a few other things that will be in this, but we're talking mostly about roosters today on our visit with the crazy chicken lady. Okay, you've got friendly birds and you spend a lot of time with them.
I do.
If you get a mean rooster, what do you do about it?
If I can't socialize him, which will be my first line of defense, if I've got a rooster that's, eyeing me up and down and wanting to take me out, I take him out first.
Yep.
He's going to be dinner. Because I am not going to have an aggressive rooster to people is going to be aggressive rooster with your hens. And you don't want that. You want roosters that are, for lack of a better term, gentlemen and are not mean to your hens. So that's...
Okay, so these gentleman roosters,
Mm-hmm.
I like a rooster because small predators are kept at bay. Will these gentleman roosters do a good a job as the other ones in protecting the hens?
The aggressive roosters?
No, you say you want gentleman roosters.
Oh, right.
So let's say a predator comes around. Is this gentleman rooster going to be aggressive towards predators, or?
Probably not, but they're going to be just as useful as an aggressive rooster in that they will give the flock a heads up and then everybody runs for cover. Case in point, about a week and a half ago, I had my 2-week-old birds out and I happened to be sitting outside and I saw wings swooping into the orchard and my chickens were going crazy. And I had my 2-week-old ones out here and a bird of prey would take one of those out in a second. But boy, let me tell you, these roosters were doing their job. And every one of the chickens went for cover immediately. So would they put their life on the line for their flock? Probably not. Only with maybe another rooster, but not with a predator. I don't think they would just give a fair warning to all the other birds in the flock. The gray rooster, he's a half lavender Orpington. The one that's crowing right now. Yeah, he's a lavender Orpington, blue red-laced Wyandotte cross. And he is super social.
He's a handsome bird.
Yeah, I got him. He is from I got hatching eggs from a gal. And if you'll bend down, Rob, and take a look at that little black rooster, they came from the same lady. He is a golden phoenix Polish cross. And some of these roosters were so beautiful, I just couldn't part with them.
So do you have problems having 6 or 7 roosters?
No.
Have they figured it out?
They have figured it out. There is definitely a pecking order. I have one of my roosters. He's King Tut. They all have their pecking order. There is somebody at the very top of the pecking order, and there's somebody at the very bottom. Unfortunately, Arthur's at the bottom of the pecking order when it comes to roosters because he's so small. But yeah. He's probably comes in, and I've got, how many did I say I have? I have
6 or 7.
3, 4, 5. I have 6 roosters, and he's probably 4th. Arthur's last. The little black rooster here, the little Polish golden phoenix cross, he is probably 5th. And then the 3 bigger roosters are 1, 2, and 3, respectfully.
So you're saying this guy is the top of the pecking order?
No, he is in 3rd position. And if you'll scan over to your right, you'll see the orange and white. He is King Tut.
King Tut, right there.
King Tut. So he's numero uno.
Are you the king of the hill? Tell me about it. Let's hear your crow. There you go.
Oh, on cue.
Okay, interesting story about aggressive roosters. I kind of like a somewhat aggressive rooster because I want them to protect my flock. But I had one that would come up and spur me in my Carhartts. And fortunately I had car hog, so I'd sneak up behind me when I was feeding the goats and the chickens, and I'd whack it to keep away from me, and he'd keep a greater distance. But then one time I made the mistake. I have goat bunk beds. If you follow my channel, goat bunk beds are the way to go because you could get more goats sleeping in there. And the rooster was sitting on it, and I went to bend down and look underneath somewhere, and fortunately I had a leather cowboy hat on, and my rooster jumped off the bed and spurred me right through my hat, and I had blood running down between my eyes through my leather hat from this rooster. My next move was to go up to the house and get my rifle, and it was all over after that because I wasn't going to deal with him. He was this far from my eyeball.
Did he taste good?
Well, I didn't eat him. I had such a distaste for him at that point.
Gotcha. And then I have my little guy in there because he thinks he's a big rooster, but he's not. And so he starts fights with my big roosters, and then he gets the beat out of him. So he comes to hang out with my hens.
Yeah.
But I put him back outside. So he is a little Millie Fleur Cochin Banty rooster, and he's about 7.5 years old.
7 years old, huh?
Yeah.
He's a little guy.
And I hatched him from eggs that I acquired from somebody else. He had to keep him inside, so that's why his beak is so long. Well, anybody that is watching this video will see that his beak is way longer. I need to trim that. That is not normal to have that hanging there right like that. Typically what chickens will do is you'll see them after they eat, they'll scrape their beak along dirt, rock, whatever. That's basically filing their beak down. And so where they don't get this hook like that. A lot of people think that's they're cleaning their beak off. They're not. They're filing their beak down.
See, I did not know that. I learned something new here today.
Yeah. You'll notice how hooky this is. This is not the norm for a chicken. Normally that beak should stop right at the top of that bottom, that bottom one.
Thanks for joining me for part 4 of our visit with the crazy chicken lady. Hope to see you on part 5, where we're going to visit and look at her coop and her laying boxes and how she does things there. So hope to see you again on the Flanagan homestead, where Christmas trees are my business, teaching and cleaning horticulture is my job, and outdoor projects are my passion. See you again soon.